Gay marriage. I don't really need much more of an attention getter than that. It's one of those highly debated, highly publicized topics. We've all heard about it and probably all have some sort of an opinion on it. Normally I wouldn't touch a topic like that with a 10-foot pole, but this one to me is a little bit different. A lot of times with something like abortion, your moral debate and your legal debate kind of go hand in hand or intertwined. To me, the issue of gay marriage is there's a strict line between the moral debate and the legal debate. And what I'm going to talk about here is not the moral debate. I mean, my thing here is not to convince you whether or not it's right or whether it's wrong, but to talk about the legality of it and to convince you that in order to uphold the liberty of the United States, it needs to be legal. And why is this question important? This question of liberty. Why do I tie gay marriage into this question of liberty? John Rawls, one of the preeminent philosophers of the 20th century, restated the fundamental thesis of the United States Constitution and its laws, simply put, to uphold the greatest possible equal liberty. Now, basically, simple example here, I have the right to go on my back porch and have a beer, even though my neighbor may think that drinking alcohol is a sin. That's his moral belief. I have my moral belief on the subject. I have that right to drink a beer. Now, if I drink a whole bottle of tequila, pass out on the front lawn naked, and then my neighbor's taking his kids to church in the morning, and I'm still there naked on the front lawn, that is a situation where then my liberty to do those things is infringing upon the liberty of my neighbor. So the concept of greatest possible equal liberty for everyone. That means that we each have the greatest possible freedom without infringing on the freedoms of the other citizens of our nation state. We have a responsibility to not just uphold our own freedom and to promote our own freedom and protect our own freedom, but to protect those of other Americans. If we can't uphold and protect the liberty of our neighbors, then we threaten the very foundation upon which our liberty rests. So the premise here is that if I have the right to go out and get married, and to call it marriage under a legal binding, supported by the state union, then homosexuals, in order to have that equal liberty concept, they should have that equal right then to also go out and get married by the state and call it marriage. And to call it a civil union for homosexuals and a marriage for heterosexuals, it's not equal. So it right there, that counteracts the premise of the fundamental premise of the thesis of the United States. Now, there's two questions that need to be answered, though. So the equal liberty question is answered, yes, in order to maintain equality, they should have the right to get married. Unless, there's two things that need to be addressed, unless it's destructive to the state or destructive to others. And that's a big part of the debate. Answering the question of whether or not it's destructive to the state, in 2004, a press release by the American Anthropological Association, the results of more than a century of anthropological research on households, kinship, relationship, and families across cultures and through time provide no support whatsoever for the view that either civilization or viable social orders depend upon marriage as an exclusively heterosexual institution. Rather, anthropological research supports the conclusion that a vast array of family types, including families built upon same-sex partnerships, can contribute to the stable and humane societies. Okay, now, addressing another big argument is that it could be damaging to others. Particularly, one of the big debates is homosexual couples that adopt children. In 2006, the American Academy of Pediatrics made this statement in Pediatrics magazine. More than 25 years of research have documented that there is no relationship between parents' sexual orientation and any measure of a child's emotional, psychosocial, and behavioral adjustment. These data have demonstrated no risk to children as a result of growing up in a family with one or more gay parents. Conscientious and nurturing adults, whether they are men or women, heterosexual or homosexual, can be excellent parents. We have to draw the line between I believe this is wrong and we're going to make this illegal and have it apply to everyone. This issue is currently decided by the state, so there's no federal ban on gay marriage as of right now. Write your state representative. Not only are we denying liberty, to homosexuals, to other, not homosexuals, other United States citizens, but we are infringing on the liberty of those people. In a case to the Supreme Court of California, the American Psychological Association, the American Psychiatric Association, and the National Association of Social Workers make this statement. Allowing same-sex couples to marry would give them access to the social support that already facilitates and strengthens heterosexual marriages, with all of the psychological and physical health benefits associated with that support. In addition, if their parents are allowed to marry, the children of these same-sex couples will benefit not only from the legal stability and other familial benefits that marriage provides, but also from elimination of state-sponsored stigmatization of their families. There is no scientific basis for distinguishing between same-sex couples and heterosexual couples with respect to the legal rights, obligations, benefits, and burdens conferred by civil marriage. The only way things are going to change is if more than just the gay community takes up this issue. This is not about whether it's right or wrong for people to be homosexual. And ultimately, for most of us, this isn't even about gay marriage. It's about liberty. It's a question of liberty and upholding the rights of every American citizen to that greatest possible equal liberty. It's the very foundation of America. If we don't uphold the liberty of all citizens of America, we threaten the foundation of our own. Thank you. Here's my audience. Thanks.